Gemini, how you going? So every time do I start the camera to do your reading, have I always got an eye on you? Or a lion or a Leo? Like I'm always watching you. Like someone could be very creepy. I don't know, is it creep show? But like putting on a show, or I'm watching your show. Okay, so it could be a TV program or Stevie program. Stevie's program. But like I'm always keeping an eye on you. Everywhere you go, everything that you do. It's like surveillance camera. Okay, or Chamomile, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, E's or M's. Okay, but like I am like constantly like I just can see this like surveillance camera. It might not be a camera, but it could be someone's eye. It's just kind of like going like watching everybody's movement. I mean, is this person like gang stalking or doing some sort of like weird shit? I don't know. But like I'm watching everything you do, everything that you say, everywhere that you go. Like, I mean, is anybody freaked out here? Like, I mean, is this okay with you? Or is it Kaylee, Casey, Cassandra, Casino? Like, is it an actual casino that's kind of like watching someone? I don't know. But like surveillance cameras, or just a camera, or I'm watching someone that does things on a camera, like a YouTube channel, or I don't know, but I'm just constantly watching and watching and watching. Now you guys don't have to freak out if you're watching this, because I do it publicly. But like I'm watching something to do with around a camera. So I'm doing things on a camera like this, okay? Or someone's watching me on a camera that I may or may not know of, or want them to or don't, but whichever way around it is, it's being watched constantly all the time. So I don't know if this is like a creepy energy that's around you, that you do things online, or you work on camera and people watching you every single day, or listening to what you're saying, or whether this is a mother or a father or someone that is constantly keeping an eye on someone and watching their movements of where they're going and what they're doing. And I mean, is this a tracker? Is it like a physical tag and someone's on tag and they can see their movements, or they can see when they're online or whether they're not online? And I did this when I was in my first twin flame fucking dynamic situation that I went through 17 years ago, believe it or not. Like, you know, on Facebook where you can have those little green lights where it says whether someone's online or not. Okay, so it feels like that, like I'm seeing if you're online, if you're not online, when are you online, why are you online? Is there a Leo energy here or an Aquarius? So don't forget I read in numerology. So you can watch this as a Gemini, a Capricorn, or a Life Path 6. Why? Because they're major arcana 6s. That's how I read codes and read these. Okay, so if the major arcana card is a 6 and you're watching it as a Gemini, regardless whether you have Capricorn in your chart or not, you can also watch the Capricorn readings. Okay, that's for the newcomers. Okay, so it feels like that there's a lion energy here, or a Leo, or a Life Path 6, or something like that, and I feel like I'm being watched, or like I just can't do things that is online because I'm on the run from someone, Life Path 7 or Cancerian, and I'm on the run from someone and they might find me, blah, 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 so on and so forth, and I just can't really publicly show myself on something because I know that this person's going to find me if I was to go online. So if I open up my Facebook, the person will find me on Facebook. If I open up this, they're going to watch me on that. And now whether they are or whether they're not, only you are going to know that, and not maybe a Pisces or a Life Path 3 could be involved here. If I say not, you say Pisces swinging on a tree, 1, 2, 3, Life Path 3 or a Piscean in your chart or involved somewhere here. And it just feels like camera surveillance, like surveyor, or Savannah, or Saya, or Saya, Leo Saya, pulling an all-dayer, could be something around Leo, but like Savannah or surveyor, someone that is probably looking to buy a piece of land or something. Okay, and I'm looking to survey like a piece of land and have a look at it and see if I can buy it or something like that, like a house or a home or move or something like that, surveillance, surveyor. But I'm also hearing Savannah also. Or Vienna, so from Venice or Vienna. Okay. Just one cornetto, give it to me. Delicious ice cream from Italy. So you could be on a gondola. Okay, gondolar. Water signs. Anyway, how you doing, Gemini? You all right? So I've changed the camera angle because I realised that everybody keeps looking at my deviated septum at my nose when it's low. So I'm trying to like get the... don't worry about it. Complex. But anyway, you're right. So let's see what you got coming up for your next 48 hours for Gemini. Me little Geminis. What you got going? See, it's that eye. Someone's definitely got the eye on someone here. Now, I don't know if it's someone new, but it's kind of like I've got my eye on you. Okay. I got my eye on you because you're mine. It might be that I want to make you mine and I want to see you. Ooh, it might be someone new. Could even be a number 2 for a lot of you here. Okay, so that might be a Libra or a Libra placement or a life path 2, or it's a new 2 of Cups. So let's see, Gemini, next 48 hours for Gemini. Bam, sabotage, the guilt trip. Or I'm going on a trip and I'm getting out of here and I want to go away for a while. But like, I'm also hearing guilt trip, or the name Gil, or a fish maybe. But like someone's, I don't know, pulling a guilt trip on this person, trying to make them feel guilty. Okay, a guilty pleasure, maybe, but it's also like, well, this is not very pleasurable. Keep making me feel as if I'm ill. Someone could be gaslighting someone, making them feel that they're ill, okay? Or you could be ill. You could be like, oh my God, I've got flu and cold and God knows what else. Cold and flu remedies. But this is also a guilt trip, making you feel bad, that you're not wanted, okay? Why does someone not want you? Okay, so it's a guilt trip, more than likely. 5, okay? But I'm also hearing like I want to go on a trip and I want to get out of here and I want to go away for a while. Could be a Sagittarius, Taurus, like path 5 energy here. Placement, fish. Gemini, for the next 48 hours, what they got going on. I will show you the camera very soon. I'll move the camera down like camera surveillance so you can see. So you got the Devil. This has been showing up quite a few times. So this obviously comes up in Capricorn readings, but it also comes up in yours because it's a 6, okay? So whichever circumstance, if you're in one, it's very toxic. You got a very toxic family. It could be their toxic family, your toxic family. You could be from Utoxeter. You could be called Laura. Okay, I know a Laura Woolley from Utoxeter. But anyway, toxic family, toxic situation, okay? You and them, okay? Or them, Emily Mercer, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Jackie's son, my daughter. So very codependent energy. This is a lot to do with money and finances, struggling financial. Capricorn energy here can mean I'm not struggling, but this energy here can be jealous of what this person has. So it's like a jealous energy, okay? You have more than I have, okay? This can also be like a subscriber war. You've got more popularity than I have. I don't like the popularity that you've got. You would rather spend more time focusing on the devil than what you would me, okay? So you're the devil in disguise, oh yes you are, in disguise. So, I don't know, it feels like this energy of being jealous about what someone has for money, Johnny. Okay, money, popularity and money, okay? Struggling financially. One of you, or both of you, or all of you, I don't care. Hopefully nobody, because I'm hoping you're going to join my Patreon. But like, somebody here could really be struggling financially, and maybe the other person isn't. Okay. That's one jealous energy, is the fact that I'm jealous that you have more than me. Okay. That you work harder than me. Or, okay, there's another energy here, is that you either 1, don't work at all, or 2, I have to work harder than you do, and you don't have to work hard much at all because you have a better job than me, or Rob, or Robin, or Robert, or Robertson, or Tina. But like, you have like, Capricorn energy here can mean like, okay, I've got a business, I've got my own business, I mind my own business, and I've got a very good job, and I've got money and finances. This energy here can be saying, well, I have to work harder because I have to bend over and do things, blah, blah, blah. When you don't, you just have to, I don't know, sit down for a living and not do much and just open your legs and have a shave. But it might be, you know, all you have to do is pretty much sit down all day, and you do that, and I don't, and I have to go to work, and I have to work harder than what you work, and you don't do anything. You just get more money for doing very little, and I have to do more, and I don't, right? So there might be a discrepancy or an argument about work, or it's the fact that someone finds it, the fact that someone doesn't have to put as much effort in towards earning money than the other one does. Okay. Or Mendez, I'm also Mendez or Rendez, Mendez, Desmond also. Desmond, Dan, Daniel, Dave. Let's see. Gemini, what's going on with Gemini, please? For the next 48. So you've got decisions to make here, left or right. Is this right or is it wrong? Should I be doing this or not? Okay. Should I continue on this same path if it's very toxic? Should I end things and just call it quits? Okay. Quid pro quo. Okay. I need a quote. Some of you are looking for a quote on something that you may want to sell, or this person does, and they're looking for a quote. I need you to tell me how much it is that you want. Okay. Like it's kind of like browsing around thinking, ooh, how much is that? Okay, well, I'll find out the price of it somewhere else, and then I'll find this price out first, or the name Price or Laura. I know a Laura Price too, but like you know, say for instance that you're browsing around for something that you want, and you think, could I get a better price somewhere else? Could I get a better price for this there? And you might be selling or looking to travel maybe, and you're looking thinking, where would I be able to travel to, and what price would that be for me to be able to do it? So it's like searching around for places to go here. Let's see, Gemini, what's coming up for Gemini next 48 hours? So you got the 9 of Wands. So again, this same two cards came out through Leo, Pisces, I think, everybody. Gaslighting, manipulation, confusion, not speaking, guilt trip, guilt-ridden, manipulation, mind games, gaslighting, confusion, paranoia. Someone could have played that many games with someone that they've actually backfired on themselves and made themselves feel ill and sick. Okay, like I feel that ill and that sick. Someone here could also be a hypochondriac or someone that mimics the other person and says that it's you're being gaslit to the fucking nine. Someone here is it's come out through all of the readings here. So if you're in a circumstance, if you're in a partnership, this is not going to go the distance, I don't believe, here. Because the devil with the 9 of Wands is a bad mamma jamma here. So it's not great. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. Physically, mentally and emotionally, you're spending, I don't know, a lot of money, or physically, mentally and emotionally it's about money, or Spencer, or I've spent too much time thinking about someone else than what I have me. And I always seem to lose myself in this. Thinking is one of the greatest sources of energy and time. Like when it comes to like YouTube, okay, my time is precious because you can't put a label or an amount of money on someone's time. Okay, so there's an energy here of like wasting my time, or an old timer. That is a watch also, but that's like a grandfather clock or a clock, or like grandfather or mother. And I'm hearing tick tick, old timer. As soon as time is up. Your time is up. Your time is up. Can't push this underground. Underground, overground, Wimbledon free. The Wimbledon, Wimbledon we. Something to around London, Britain or London. That's Wimbledon. Or Wimblington. Let's see. Gary. Gary. Life's a gas. Tatiana. T-Rex. Tyler. Tanya. Tatiana. Tina. Tana. Retainer. Retainer. Some of you might be looking for a mouth guard or a mouth bit or a retainer. Someone's asking for a loan of money for a retainer. Can you give me some money like as a retainer? Okay. Like a down payment or like a large payment as a retainer. Here the name Tina, Tyler, Tanya. Let's see, next 48 hours for Gemini. Ten of Pentacles. It's to do with money, Johnny. It's to do with money here. Someone's gaslighting someone about their finances or their money, or like they're jealous of what someone does to earn this money. Okay, which means, like we went over in the beginning, you have to work harder and I don't. Like, for instance, I sit at a desk, but not everybody could just read the way I do, right? Because it's in here. Some people, like I used to be a bricklayer and I built this house and many others, right? So for years I used to have to go out in the cold and the rain and the snow and build houses and put blocks on my fucking shoulder and run up and down a ladder all day and then come back down and pick up a bucket of muck, cement, go up the ladder and down again, and fucking I did that for years and years and years and years and years. Now I'm slowing down a bit and I'm older. I started my own company 17 years ago. And now I can sit down and relax for a little bit for work, right? But what is here is that someone is jealous that one person has to work. Like they're a skilled worker, right? Say, for instance, like, you know, if someone was busting their back digging holes all fucking day and they was to look at me and say, huh, well, you can earn good money just sitting at a fucking desk explaining this stuff. But then I could turn around and say, well, can you do that? And they're like, well, yeah, anybody could do that, right? That kind of like energy of like jealous over what someone does for their work, and one may or may not have to work harder than the other, or one does not work at all here, right? Whether they want to or whether they don't. But even if it's a relationship, it isn't working. Like it is not work. It's not a functioning family, and it's not a functioning relationship either. So let's see. Oh my word. Why do I have to have all those? Oh, Jesus. Well, it is Jesus. I mean, what's Jesus got to do with it? Here. You got Jesus, Pisces. No, he isn't a Capricorn. He was. Then he died. And then he came back. Resurrection. Pisces. Not speaking, not talking, blocking, blaming, having a go. I mean, like I said, you'll probably want to block yourself off from this. 10 of Swords, an ending, and also a mother. Okay, where the mother or the grandmother or the grandfather, they all get involved and no one's speaking, no one's talking. I'm fucking like paranoid to shit. I'm delusional. I think they're going to end things, and if they do end things, I've got to tell my mum, and if I have to tell my mum, then my mum gets involved or their mum gets involved, and now I'm manipulated and controlled, and I don't know whether to end this or not, and now I'm in a fucking situation that I can't get out of. I don't want to be here. They don't want to be here. They're not recognizing it. If I complete this cycle and end up saying, look, I can't do this anymore, shit has hit the fucking proverbial, and I can't do this anymore, their mother, their father's going to find out. Their mother's not going to be very happy. Everybody thinks that I'm a fucking narcissist, and then I can't do it, when really what it is to do with the two people that are in a relationship. But then everybody else starts sticking their 2 pence worth in. I knew they were no good for you anyway, blah, blah, blah. They've been controlling you for years. And then that makes the person think, do I really want to be seen in a bad light by all these people by telling them that it failed again? I said this a long time. This is like this yeah but no but kind of maybe split up, break up, speak, not speak, 2 days, 3 days, split up again, argued, not getting on, get back together, start arguing again. Before you know it, you're gaslighting each other, manipulating each other, destroying each other, jealous, manipulation, codependency, can't get on, hornet's nest in the head, can't think straight. The mother-in-law starts, everybody starts blaming one person and saying it's all your fucking fault, you're mentally ill, you've got schizophrenia, paranoia, whatever it is, blah, 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 when really what it is that the relationship that the two people are in are not matched. But everybody sticks their oar in. Everybody starts saying that it's shit, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe they've done for you. The victim starts playing more of a victim role. pretty much goes back to their parent and starts saying, yeah, I know they're manipulative, they're not speaking, they're not talking, they're doing this to me, oh, I knew that they would, they're a fucking arsehole, blah, 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 I knew that they would treat you this way, blah, 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 blah. And then the blame just gets more and more, and then the other person goes off and says, it wasn't my fault, it was that person's fault. They're to blame, they did it, they're starting to go strange, they've been gaslighting me for fucking ages. Well, to be quite honest with you, you are both gaslighting each other, and you're both better off apart than you are together. Because I don't think that you even really want to fucking talk to one another. Probably because of the amount of this. You're probably both fucking dealing with like PTSD, traumatized each other. Where you're like, fucking hell, Dave, I can't think straight for shit. And you're like, no, neither can I either. So what are we doing? What are you doing? Yeah. So it's kind of like, well, I need to tell me mum, I'm going to go back and tell my mum that you've finished things with me and that you're not talking with me, and my mother's not going to like you anymore, and I don't really give a fuck. So your mum can think what she wants because she's just as fucking crazy as you are. Right, sorry, but that's kind of like what I can kind of hear and think, well, you know, you came from that, you know, so like, you know, one comes from another one, and if they're both equally as crazy, then you think, what am I fucking doing here? Is this right? Is anybody out there? Anybody out there, Gemini? Are you alive? Come and tell me in the comment section. Yes, Steve, I'm a Gemini and I'm alive and I'm going through this same shit. Yeah, we all Gemini, isn't it fucking fantastic, people? Right, so let's go down on me and let's have a look at the table. Right, Mush? See you later. Right, so what you got? Well, an absolute shit show, Gemini. It's fucked from the beginning to the end. It's one of these scenarios that is a Jim Morrison. This is the end of any kind of relationship it is. Noah's got pissed off. He's kicked all the pigs, the cows and the sheep out and said, everybody get off my fucking ship because I've just about had enough. I can't take this shit no more. Okay, you ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking animals. Okay, so yeah, drown. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, someone's drowning in their sorrows, playing a victim, playing a martyr. Okay, it could have what started it off. Like, you know, it could be someone that's like, always something wrong. What the fuck is wrong with you now? There's always somebody at the door. There's somebody at the Mrs. Grotbags. I mean, is it a dragon? Yeah, but oh, it could be here. But there's always something wrong. Like, there's always something wrong. What is it now? What? Well, it's this. It's oh fuck. Here we go again. What else? Negative Nelly. No, I do love to be very negative. Why are you so negative? What's wrong? Well, I've got paranoia. Oh, Jesus. It must be a Jesus. Pisces do love to be the ones that are always at fault and at blame most of the time. Right, Pisceans? If you're like me and you've got 3 placements of Gemini as well. And you're like, well, Dave, to be quite honest with you, Derek, I don't quite know what to say. Fuck it, I'm out, you know. I can't think straight. We need some time. Oh, that's it. You're distancing yourself away from me. You're going to leave. You're going to abandon me. You're going to ghost me. We're not going to be talking anymore. How do I tell the mother-in-law? I might be a poet. If you want me to write a song about that, then I can write a song that will get on your nerves. Just leave it on the other video there, and I'll write a rap about it if you like. But then all of a sudden the mother-in-law finds out, and then the mother-in-law is like, oh, I fucking knew that they'd fucking do that. They ain't nothing but a narc. Yeah. They're batshit crazy. They're blah, blah, blah. 'Cause I'm crazy over you. That's why I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. What's the devil for? What is the devil? Oh, Libra. Oh, judgment, split up, break up, divorce. Fucking emotional. Oh my God, this is not a twin flame. Twin flame. Now, for any of you that moan or bitch, I've been on a twin flame journey for 17 years. Okay, I just don't do twin flame readings. But I have been on one for a long time. Okay. Been searching for my soulmate for a very long time, and everybody I come up against is as batshit crazy as the next. Yeah. So, what have you got? An emotional breakdown, manipulation, divorce, separation, psychic picking up, psychic individual, maybe. Could be a new person here. This is like a phallic sexual desired connection as well with someone. This is where it's not fair because there's an affair. Someone might decide to start having an affair because of the craziness that's here, and they might start thinking, you know, I need to start making plans for my future and thinking about the stability of my own life, and with someone out there that might be stable. Is there anybody out there that's stable? Because the one that I'm with isn't. So how do I secure my future? By investing into a stable energy. Okay, but like this can be that renovations that kind of come up, I think it was, surveying, looking for a house or a home. You don't want to move into this, trust me, this isn't like, you know, you don't want to be like, right, we're going through this and what make this better will be a baby or we move in. No, if you can't do this apart, are you going to do it together here? So there might be moving, there could be frustration. That, you know, this is like surveying for houses and stuff like that, and I'm surveying for a house and blah blah blah, but I'm having a fucking moaning epifit and blah blah blah, and I'm having to stand around eggshells around someone's mood at the moment, and it's all to do with the house or the home or a separation or a divorce or a getting together. But this could be a moving, like someone wants to move and get out of all of this shit that they're in and think, fuck this, Dave, I need to get out of this now. Like, you know, yeah. But you've got these mood swings, these blaming energies all over the place, man. All of these are blaming. They're, you know, why people expect that when someone is having a go at them, why they don't want to listen. It's unbelievable. That's not how you actually get through to someone, is by having a go at them. It's like, that's the last, everybody's defenses go up when someone does that. You know, this is avoiding. This is avoiding. The Tower is also avoiding. Okay. And it can be where someone just avoids looking at themselves and just constantly blames the other one and says, it's always your fucking fault. Everything is always your fault. And a person thinks, fuck that. I'm so sick to death of being blamed. Constantly over and over again. Why do you keep blaming me and telling me that it's my fault? Well, because I'm gaslighting you, that's why. Because I'm making you feel as if you're mentally disturbed and you're mentally ill. Right? So, good luck. There you go. There's your next 48 hours. What's going to happen? More than likely going to be an end, Jim Morrison. So, if you want to know what happens to your weekly reading, Gemini, you might want to go over to my Patreon and help me out a little bit. So the things that pay me more than YouTube does, because it doesn't pay me a lot, is the join button below and also Patreon. Patreon is the silver or gold tier. That's where you get all of your weeklies, all of your monthlies in the teaching tier, as well, where there's like 65 teaching videos about channeling, tarot card readings, blah, blah, blah. Loads of useful information that you may need in your toolbox along your way. And if you don't want to join that and you don't want your weekly readings and stuff, then you might want to consider joining the join button. It's only $2 or $3 and you get one question per month as a reading, and you'll be able to see it over there because they're not sent to you individually. You'll have to watch it as one video, but I put all the names in a row of who's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Do one video and we go through what your question is when I post something. And you leave your name and whatever it is that you want as a question answering, and then I do a few cards to try and find your answer, and I give you it. It's either tarot related or I give you my advice. But you get one a month. You also get a glittery, sparkly name. You look really important in the chat there. You're a part of Steve's family because we're a growing family on this channel. We're each got each other's back. And then you also get random readings that are thrown over there, and then other stuff that's secretly thrown over there too now and again. Okay, so it's up to you what you want to join, but I do wish that you join something. And if not, just give it a like, share, comment, subscription. Really appreciate it, guys. And I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon.